we've told ourselves many stories. Stories which are conceptualizations of conceptualizations. The language itself, the conceptual language, being a conceptualization. Then we conceptualize that conceptualization with a story. One of those stories has been what we've conceptualized as original sin. And seeing that, conceptual language points towards conceptual awareness, and then conceptual awareness points towards awareness beyond the conceptual. So, original sin, beyond the concept of time. We have what we might conceptualize as unresolved trauma, stagnant energy, where we have not been allowing awareness and love flowing within. Where we have not been allowing that flowing. That stagnant energy, that unresolved trauma. Perhaps where you have that imprint of not feeling lovable. And hence not allowing the flow of awareness and love. Well, if we have something that occurs, if we experience something that then a trigger arises, the trigger arising from that original sin, that unresolved trauma, that stagnant energy that comes up, that trigger arises from that unresolved trauma, from that stagnant energy. We feel that emotion, that emotion that's coming from that original sin, from that unresolved trauma, from that stagnant energy. But are we allowing ourselves to actually feel, to be present, rather than judging and conceptualizing the emotion and diverting and distracting awareness away from it? Are we trying to do something, or are we allowing ourselves to, in presence, be present, breathing deeply, allowing energy to flow, rather than the judging, the tensing, the resisting, the impeding, allowing energy to flow, rather than that tensing, that resisting, and the energy remaining stuck. Rather than that, breathing deeply, allowing energy to flow, letting go of that unresolved trauma, that stagnant energy. It's like a portal beyond time. Because even though the trigger may have occurred of what we're perceiving in the future, in relation to when the original sin occurred, or the original unresolved trauma, stagnant energy, what we are then doing in the future from that trigger arising from that unresolved trauma, from the original sin, from that stagnant energy, that trigger arising. So in the present, if we allow ourselves, we can feel the past in the present, which is also the future. It's a ripple, a reflection, a fractalization of the future. Because if we were to hold on to that, continue holding on, we would continue seeing these ripples, and then we would call it time. But ripples, fractalizations, reflections of that original sin, unresolved trauma, stagnant energy. And so what these things that we have conceptualized as triggers and as symptoms, they serve as portals beyond time to allow ourselves to be present in the present, allowing ourselves to feel the present, which is also the past, which is also the future. And rather than tensing, resisting, impeding energy flow and it remaining stuck, stagnant, through allowing ourselves to be present in the feeling of the present that is also the past, as all the future, we allow ourselves to let go of that original sin, that unresolved trauma, that stagnant energy from which that trigger, from which that portal beyond time arose.